So an immediate chance to take a look at the Diallo serve here.
Round.
He's 6'8" is Diallo. That's 2 meters 3.
I feel like for Diallo to have success in this match, he's really going to have to keep that first serve percentage pretty high and try and keep the points a little bit shorter. I feel the longer that these rallies go and extended, more advantage for Fils.
Oh, left it, Fils.
He was there for it
Yeah.
too, Fils. That's interesting. I mean, look, as a player, you get a sense if that ball is going to be looking like it's going long, but to him, just to stop playing when he's there in position to hit a forehand, got to wait to hear the call there.
Yeah, it's a nice positive start for Diallo. No doubt a few nerves stepping into this match. First time ever playing a second round at a Grand Slam. Hopefully that will just settle him down. Said that he's really looked up to the likes of
Have to Fils to serve.
That's something that get used to seeing from Fils. I feel like as soon as he recognizes a short ball, he doesn't wait, uses his speed. Not only on defense, you see it there, he uses it on offense, takes a lot of time away from his opponent and follows that in at the net and makes it look easy.
a decent start to the year, did Fils. Made the quarterfinals in Hong Kong and then the semi-finals in Auckland, his first 2 events of the year, but then went really quiet for quite some time. Didn't win too many matches, to be honest with you, from kind of the Australian Open all the way through until kind of the grass court season. Did win a challenger event on the clay, but at tour level, he would have been pretty disappointed, I think, with the results that he put together. And then he went quarterfinals in Halle, made the second week at Wimbledon, where he lost to Dimonor, but he'd already beaten the likes of Hubert Hurkacz there. And then, of course, winning that title in Hamburg, his second ATP tour level title. Beat Rune in the quarterfinals there, Sebastian Baez in the semis. He had a potential banana skin opponent in the first round, didn't he, against Le Natien, who's just been winning so many matches over the last few months. The young 18-year-olds. strike.
So good. Now, I spoke to Marty Larondo a little bit yesterday, and he said that Diallo is someone that plays much more freely when he's playing higher ranked players. So when he's playing someone like Fils today, he feels like he can swing a little bit more free and not feel that sort of pressure. And obviously getting that first Grand Slam win under his belt just going to free him up even more. When you win a lot of matches like that, it just builds on the confidence.
Deuce.
And even early on here, Adam, you could see that Fils is pretty far back behind the baseline sometimes once these rallies get going. And Diallo is going to do the opposite. He's going to want to step in and try and rip and take time away from Fils.
Well, he's done really well to bail himself out of trouble there, Fils, because that was some return.
Yeah, it was a great return. I think actually Diallo should have probably let that one bounce. I know he was trying to take more time away, but again, that was the more difficult of the two. If he would have let that bounce, he would have had a pretty routine forehand there.
Good hold in the end, but always nice from a returner's point of view, just to lay down a bit of a marker early on and just say, yeah, you're going to have to work pretty hard to hold serve today.
Yeah, look, that's something that Diallo is going to have to do all day long. He's going to really try and be aggressive on the return of serves, and first and foremost, his focus is serve +1. That's where he needs to take advantage here and really dictate points from the get-go early on here. Serve +0s are always good too.
Yeah, even better.
Yeah, when you have a serve like Diallo has, you're going to get those 3 points. And look, for someone of his height and his power, if you could get 1 or 2 free points a game, you're on track.
On.
Pretty big second serve there from Diallo. He's got a lot of movement on it, so started up the tee and actually ended up right into the body of Fils. That's smart serving there. Thought maybe he'd followed in. We saw how far back Fils was on the return to serve there.
So a little half chance here for Fils. Very good junior was the young Frenchman, won the Orange Bowl in 2020. Prestigious tournament, and also made the boys singles final at Junior Roland Garros, where he actually lost to his fellow countryman there, Luca Van Assche. Some second serve, 109 miles an hour, right into the body of the Frenchman. Diallo does well to come through the game and stay ahead to lead 2-1. Stadium 17, there was basically not a free seat to be had this morning for our first match. This place will just continue to fill up over the next 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, still early on here. Both players still feeling out each other, getting each other's patterns, especially on the serve.
That's long.
The net is making an odd noise, isn't it?
Well, two reasons. One, there's a microphone on the net, so it's a little more sensitive.
But it's making like a boing.
Yeah, it's so tight the nets are strung here at the US Open. You'll notice that when it clips the top of the net cord, it's going to go pretty high compared to other tournaments. It's noticeably different here.
And a great point from Artefis, really winding up on that forehand.
Good defense here from Diallo as well, keeping this one a little bit low, making Fils come up with that drop shot. Had a good look at the pass there. Thought maybe he was going to go down line, but good read there from Fils and good hands and reaction. Well done.
Remember, you can download the US Open app to follow your favorite players. You can watch match highlights. New this year, you can get live 3D views of all singles matches as well. So if you've not got it, it's available on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store as well.
Heard it again there because I hit the top of the net there.
It's not been making that noise the rest of the week. Is that just me?
No. Yes, maybe, but no, I'm hearing it as well, Adam, I promise. They put a fresh microphone on there. Fils is going to want that overhead back because that lob was not quite deep enough there from Diallo.
Again, not holding back with that second serve, Diallo. Another one well over 100 miles an hour.
That's pretty routine for him. His second serve doesn't usually drop below 100 miles an hour, and that's an easy serve for him as well, right? Like if a lot of other players to hit a second serve over 100, they're going to put some effort into it. Diallo has such a live arm, and the motion is pretty smooth and easy going. It just not a lot can go wrong with that service motion. It's very clean and technically sound for sure.
30-15.
one of the other things, Adam, that Marty Larondo said about Diallo is that he plays some of his best tennis when he gets on 4 or 5 match win streaks. And he's had multiple win streaks this year of 4 or 5 wins. And obviously here, getting through qualifying and winning his first match in the main draw, just going to build on that. And that's when he says he's most dangerous.
He actually came into the US Open off the back of making the semi-finals of the Kerry Challenger, lost to Mattia Bellucci in that semi-final, won the Chicago Challenger end of July.
How'd he do in his home college town of Lexington? Quarters, right?
Quarters in Lexington, yeah. Lost to João Fonseca, the young Brazilian there.
Yep, former standout at University of Kentucky. Shout out to the Wildcats watching.
So good holds from 30 all this time for Gabriel Diallo. And the young Canadian stays ahead here, 3-2.
First set.
He's hadn't won too many matches coming into the US Open on the North American hard courts, because he was someone else who went and played the Olympic Games. Unfortunately for him, lost in the first round there to Matteo Arnaldi. Quality point.
Now, when Diallo has a little bit of time on that forehand to set up, he can really generate a lot of power and pull Fils off the court like that with ease. He's had a couple mishits on the forehand when you rush it to that side, but when he has time, I think because of the take back, and it's a little bit big and loopy, but when he times it well.
Crazy how well these guys move as well. 6 for 8. He's dealing with the Fils firepower pretty well at the moment, Diallo. He cranked one up on that forehand there, Fils, but it came back pretty easily. Both of these guys were great athletes when they were growing up. They both not only played tennis, but played a lot of other sports. I think quite obviously with the height of Gabriel Diallo, a lot of people were almost trying to push him down the basketball route.
Shake that one off, but not sure if he thought that was going to go over. That was a little bit of a hesitation, but great point there from both players. Thought it was over right here. Diallo did a great job of making Fils play that extra ball. That one definitely changed his mind last second. You can see the slight hesitation. I love that return there from Diallo down the middle of the court. Take away the angle from Fils to start off the rally. And then you can start getting into the cross-court rally if you get one for Diallo. Like, I really feel he needs to go middle a lot more on the return to serve. If he doesn't connect with it perfectly and you give Fils an angle, he's going to make you move, and he'll make you pay.
Deuce.
He started playing tennis when he was just 5 years of age, but was very good athlete, track and fields, good football player. But he said he always knew that tennis was the sport he was best at.
That's a great spot there on that serve. No chance for Diallo on that.
Can still be quite in and out in his matches, Fils. You're never quite sure what's going to come next.
Yeah, I've seen that on multiple occasions.
Just like that consistency isn't quite there yet. It's big though, 131.
I didn't know that he had 131 in the pocket there. That's some serious heat there from Fils.
Oh, that's a shame, because he'd set the point up beautifully with that backhand up the line.
Yeah, if you're Fils, you got to take notice of that, because he was lucky to get out of that point alive. And again, if you're Diallo, you say, okay, I had the right game plan, just didn't execute there at the end. But again, it was the down the middle shot that really set that up, and then he moves it around on the backhand, pulled that down the line, saw the open rack face and snuck in. He had the volley he wanted there.
Has Diallo been someone who has kind of been highly thought of for quite a while, Jesse, or has he just kind of snuck up a little bit over the last few years?
No, he's definitely been on the radar, especially at Tennis Canada over the last couple of years. And obviously he went to college at University of Kentucky. There's a Canadian connection there. I mean, obviously Bruno Agostinelli Jr. went there first, who was my age, and made Bruno rest in peace. He was an incredible talent and played Davis Cup. Actually won a huge tie for Canada back in the day. Draxel went there as well. Now Jaden Weeks is there. That's good hands there from Diallo. You see that a lot with these universities in the United States now, that once one player goes there from one country and they see success, it kind of opens a little bit of a pipeline. And you see that at TCU with the Brits.
Yep.
Kentucky's got Canada locked down.
just comes up short for a massive first serve, his biggest of the day so far. Diallo up at 128 miles an hour, serving at 3-4. A good start, both players opening half an hour. No break points as of yet. Diallo certainly settled into this second round match very quickly. Diallo came so close to picking up his first ever Grand Slam win earlier this year when he qualified at Roland Garros and ran Kei Nishikori all the way. Was 2 sets to love down in that first round match, came back to 2 sets all and eventually fell at 7-5 in the fifth.
All.
Another one there for Fils. I feel like on the Diallo return, he actually may return more solid off the backhand side. He missed more returns on the forehand, but definitely can possess a lot more power on that side. See if he sticks with the forehand serve again. He goes to the backhand. Good change up there. Good pace behind that one as well.
30 all.
You saw that chip return, right? Just lets Diallo get into the point. It's a bit of a pressure point there. 30 all. Fils is serving at 3-4 to try and stay in this first set. Really smart play there from the Canadian.
So first break point of this opening set belongs to Gabriel Diallo. Give him the chance to try and serve this set out. One of those earlier on.
And you see Diallo going back to the chip. That one just left it sitting too short in the court, and Fils recognizing this one. Good approach shot. And Diallo couldn't really do much with that, but make him play an extra ball. But again, really good play there from Fils.
Really big, 134.
Yeah, it's his biggest of the match so far. A little extra adrenaline in the moment.
He's big, but he's not super big. Fils, 6'1". Such a good return, right on the baseline, deep down the middle, as Jesse was saying, but and just can't quite execute on the forehand, and Fils escapes, saves the break point and levels things up. I feel as though French tennis kind of in a bit of a transition phase over the last few years, with a lot of the guys that have represented and flown the flag for French tennis for so many years. The likes of Gasquet and Monfils and Tsonga and Gilles Simon, all either retiring or certainly heading towards the back end of their careers. But pretty exciting time at the moment for French tennis, not only with Arthur Fils, but solid again from Diallo's.
Giving the little apology for that shank forehand that dropped in, but
15 love.
France have obviously also got the other Arthur at the moment, Arthur Cazot. And they have the man who beat Arthur Fils at Junior Roland Garros in that final, Luca Van Assche as well.
That's big serve there from Diallo. I tell you, the first serve percentage is low. It's only 50%, but when it goes in, he's winning 83%. Just goes to show when that first serve is landing. And again, second serve points won very high for Diallo as well. He's at 75% right now, so he is doing a really good job of taking care of his service games.
Yeah, stress-free, hold to love. And Diallo moves to within a game of taking the opening set. I feel like we haven't quite seen the very best of the Frenchman as yet. Just 5 winners to go alongside his 12 unforced errors. Too short with the return. Just his second forehand winner.
That's what I mean. I told you, you hit the top of the net, that ball goes way up in the air. They're just strung so tight here at the U.S. Open across the board. But you're talking about the stats there on Fils, Adam, with the 12 unforced errors and 6 winners, and he's still very much on serve in this match. With stats like that, you would think that maybe he would be down a break.
Interesting, you said earlier, Jesse, that Diallo's coach mentioned that he almost plays better against better players. Just looking at his record against top 50 players in his career. He's only played 7 top 50 players. This will be his 8th. But he's actually won 3 of those 7 matches against top 50.
No, Marty Larondo doesn't lie.
Beat Dan Evans twice.
Once in Canada.
Once in Canada, yeah, that was last year. In straight sets, also beat him on the grass in Surbiton last year. And beat Lorenzo Musetti at the Davis Cup last year as well.
And there's something, look, it's something to be said. When you're playing guys that are ranked higher than you, all the pressure is off. You have the green light. And when you have such an aggressive game style like Diallo has, it just takes the pressure off.
Yep.
Like today, obviously, he's playing the 24 seed. He's not the one that's supposed to win this match, so he can swing freely and, you know, really put fear into his opponent.
He's just trying to get himself going as well. Big shot of come on there at the back of the court. 5 games all.
5 games all.
Dad up on his feet. Yeah, Dad was with him throughout the whole week of Hamburg. And then he said got to kind of semi-finals day just before we played Sebastian Baez, and he had his little brother on the phone. He had his mum on the phone. We need to come. We need to get tickets to come to Hamburg. So his brother and his mum flew in as well. So that was cool. They were there for the semi-final and the final. He said his sister was on vacation and there was no way she was coming back. She wasn't giving up that holiday.
I think she'll have an opportunity to go to more finals.
Yeah.
And that's a bad error if you're Arthur Fils fan, because you're 10 feet behind the baseline there. You got to be able to put that in place somehow. Can't miss that one in the net. Give it some clearance over the net. Let yourself get back into the point. Okay, we'll try it again. That one had some heightened clearance. Now the next one hit with a little bit more spin. Then it'll land in. 3rd time's a charm. Oh, how about that serve? 108 with an unbelievable angle. And that's something that Diallo can do regularly from his serve, right? Because it's coming from a different trajectory, being 6'8". He's able to put that kind of angle on it. And the ball bounces high, too, so really difficult to return.
Yeah, Fils really has not found a way of having an influence on the Gabriel Diallo serve whatsoever. Just 2 points lost behind his first serve, just 3 points behind his second. And he guarantees himself at worst a tiebreak here.
Well, he's going to say sorry, but that's the old sorry, I'm not sorry, because he will take that every day, Diallo. Good approach shot there from Fils, but again, nothing you can really do, especially with the way that came off the tight net court there, right? It's almost impossible as you're moving forward, too.
Okay,
yeah,
here we go.
I tell you, that was one of the first clean returns Diallo's hit on the forehand side that's really gone deep into the court with high net clearance as well.
Yeah, look at the difference there. Returns in play against the first serve. Fils has just put 5 of Diallo's first serves back in court. Diallo's put 15. Can Fils work a lot harder.
Not easy. He had to try and find it, but he's kind of making a joke to Coach Marty Larondo there on the volley. Thought he could have finished it with that, but again, good athleticism here. He had to find it on the other side, had to turn quickly and hits a heavy ball. Didn't go for too much. Really smart stuff there from Diallo.
So out of nowhere, 3-set points here for the Canadian.
Lati for service.
Diallo's going to get really aggressive on this second serve here.
He's already got a pretty big fan base already. His Arthur Fils. Chance of Arthur go around Stadium 17. First set belongs to the qualifier. Gabriel Diallo barely put a foot wrong, in all honesty. Coach up on his feet. Work to do for the 24 seed right now. Got to try and harness that in the right way. A great opening set from this man.
You know what I loved about the end of that set there, Adam, is Diallo wasn't really showing too much emotion through that first set. And then when he got the first set, he let out a little bit of emotion, gave the big fist bump, and now he's back to work again. Didn't get too high on emotion, not too low throughout the set either. Good change up there.
He's on a charge here. 10 of the last 11 points.
I love that serve and volley play. Up 30 love. Take a chance there. He looks over, gives a little nod to Coach Laurando, said, hey, see that? I served and volley. And that's something that he wasn't comfortable doing, 12 months ago, was coming forward into the net. And that's a huge improvement on the Diallo camp side.
Yeah, just the start. And he was after in set 2. Quick fire hold to love.
First game, second set.
Good depth there from Fils. He's able to really redirect the power from Diallo well, especially when he's on the move like that. It's not easy to do that.
All. 13-15.
Tell you what, Jesse, I've been impressed with just how solid he is from the back of the court. He's not just a big server, is he? He can certainly hold his own.
What I love about watching Diallo from the baseline is he doesn't feel like he has to hit 100% all out all the time. He doesn't redline the engine. He stays, he can hit it at 75% because his 75% is just as big as a lot of the players' 90%, right? It's under control. It's a good serve from Arthur Fils there. I feel like Fils hasn't used the body serve enough yet against Diallo, who stands at 6'8". He's given him too many opportunities to use his length as an advantage on the return.
Solid from Fils. Again, far from easy. 30-all. Sebastian Grosjean and Dad on their feet.
Second set.
Never had huge success here as a player. Sebastian Grosjean, the only Grand Slam that he didn't actually make it all the way through to the semi-finals. Best of a third round here 3 times. Made the semis of all the other 3.
Man, he was fun to watch.
Yeah.
I actually had a lot of chances to practice with him when I was young.
Oh, nice.
He was so good. Great guy as well, on and off the court.
Yeah, got up to 4 in the world.
I said at the beginning of the match, the longer the rallies went, advantage Fils, but I feel like the longer these rallies are going, Diallo's really getting dialed in, especially when he gets pulled out to the forehand. He can really whip that forehand around, and he's showed that on the forehand side, when he gets pushed out wide, he goes cross or line. It's not just one way, so it really keeps Fils off balance. That play there from Fils goes right at Diallo on that first passing shot. Didn't try and hit too good of a shot right here. He drills one right at him, has to get out of the way, and then passes him on the next one. He knows that's not the strength of the Diallo game as a volley, so he makes him hit a tough one first and then passes him on the next one.
Just clipping the net on the way through. Little apology, but this is probably the best look that Fils has had so far today on the Diallo serve. And he went big again with that second serve. Only his second double fault of the match, but it could be a crucial one because it gives Arthur Fils his first looks at break points here. such a great play from Anton Fils, and look at the reaction. Excellent response after dropping the opening set.
After he's getting that first break of the match for him, you feel like he would almost loosen up a little bit and play a little bit more freely, because Diallo hadn't let him into any service games throughout this match so far.
He just paid the price, didn't he? Hasn't made many first serves, Diallo, in this set, only 3.
Yeah.
Fils made him pay.
Home.
It's 103 mile an hour second serve, double fault. Saw Diallo double fault in the last game and was punished for it. Yeah, double the number of errors to winners for Fils so far today.
Just the opposite. He's actually tightened up.
Yeah.
And Diallo doing a good job just putting balls in play right now, not going for too much. You can sense that Fils is a little bit off this game after breaking. It's a huge opportunity for Diallo.
Apart from that final point, it was a game that was really gifted to Gabriel Diallo. But what a response. Breaks back immediately. 2 games all.
Yeah, that's going to frustrate Fils a lot.
Second set.
Worked so hard to get that break just to almost gift it right back to Diallo. And not easy to be in the Diallo service games, right? If you're Fils, and that you got to let that go now. It's really not easy to do. Easier said than done, but has to start fresh again.
Well, you can stay connected to the US Open on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube and WhatsApp. You can join the conversation with us. Just use the hashtag US Open. Let us know your thoughts on what's already unfolded, the first 4 days, what's going to potentially come over the next 9 or 10 days that we have left of this tournament.
Lot 15. Lat for service.
big forehand from Diallo after giving up the first point there.
15 all.
Not an easy shot to hit for Fils, and thought Diallo was going to get lucky with that leg hook, but somehow sneaks it by him. Good hands there.
15,
so difficult to do that when you're running forward that fast as well. Inside out backhand, well done there from Fils.
Brilliant depth, right off the baseline.
Impressive from Fils as well, not only from a tennis standpoint, from a mental strength standpoint, after being up a break and giving it back, and now giving yourself a couple more opportunities here. Not easy to regroup. He's done a great job this game.
Full credit to Artur Fils, just right back on it, and for the second.
Law 15. No,
Can you believe this? Left 30 again.
I would have said that there's no way in this match throughout the whole time that there'd be 4 breaks in a row.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect that at all from both players, obviously, but especially with a serve like Diallo. Wow. Credit to Diallo again in this game now for staying strong, just being solid. This is unbelievable, Adam.
So 3 break points to break back again. It's such a good return from Diallo.
I actually like that drop shot play from Diallo. If you're going to go short with that volley, though, cross court, you better make this good. He just didn't quite make this good enough right here. This volley right there. If you're going to go cross court, you got to do a little bit more with it, because if you don't hit a winner, you got no chance to stay in that point, and Fils makes him pay.
breaks in a row. Twice Artifice has been in control of this second set. Twice he has just surrendered that lead instantaneously. 3 games all.
He's got Marty Durando on his feet again.
Yeah.
I feel like both coaches been up on their feet a couple times, just realizing the moment in this match. And when I talked to Marty Durando after his second round qualifying win, he goes, "I tell you one thing, Jess." He goes, "Gabe, he is a tough kid." That was one thing he said, because obviously he was working through a little bit of that quad issue, and he's a tough kid. He's going to get through this, and when he does, he'll have a couple of days off. And look, now he wins his first round in the main draw, and in a battle here with 24 seed.
Oh, he surely cannot have 5 breaks in a row.
15 love.
Yeah, that little break between qualifying and the main draw probably gave Diallo a nice little rest, didn't it, just to try and recover whatever injury was there. Obviously, with qualifying finishing on the Thursday last week, and then Diallo didn't play his first round main draw match until the Tuesday. A lot of that KT tape on there. What it's called?
Yeah. Kinesio tape. Thank you. Yeah, but KT tape, yeah.
15 all.
Body serve, wasn't it?
No one wants to hold serve right now, Adam.
Yeah, this is incredible. Feast didn't have a look at a single break point in the whole of the first set. Just do with a few more of those. Just 8 of 18 first serves in this second set.
And in this moment in the match, it's so important for Diallo to put some first serves in play. He can be aggressive, but maybe take a little bit off and hit your spots. But give yourself some margin. Like that. And that 117 is taking a little bit off for him.
Now let's go up to 132 today.
Yeah.
13.
Still not quite as quick as Feast. 134 is his quickest. Finally ever hold a serve after 4 consecutive breaks. Big roar of alley from Gabriel Diallo.
Diallo leads by 4 games. Shifting long.
His head must be spinning here, Feast, wondering how on earth am I 3-4 down here?
30-15.
And that's the return that Diallo's had a lot of success on. Again, said it a couple of times already, that middle one. That one just got a little bit away from him, but the intentions were all really good there from Diallo. We just saw that stat of the unforced errors on the backhand side alone, and Fils was already at 8 on the backhand alone. That's 9 now. Diallo only had 5. If you would have said backhand to backhand rally, I probably would have given that advantage to Fils to start this match.
Agreed. Anxious looking.
Yeah.
Sebastian Grosjean and Dad there as well.
And Diallo may look at the court on that one and the bounce, but that was a tentative forehand there. Definitely was ahead in that rally. Good defensive slice there from Fils.
So Fils finally holds serve as well.
4 games all.
Certainly below his best though at the moment. If he could just sneak through this second set, expect his level to improve as this match goes on. This court has been basically full for the last, what, 6-7 hours or so.
Love 15.
I feel like there's been so many net calls in this.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, it's always a risk. As Jesse mentioned, so often his second serve is over 100 miles an hour. So that is going to bring a little bit of danger with it. His third double fault. Can Fils go a break in front for a third time? Fils not trying to do anything really there with that forehand. Just releases the pressure a little bit.
All.
That's a huge point deep for Diallo. And Fils didn't want to get into that backhand-to-backhand rally anymore because he has been making so many errors on that side and tries to change direction down the line. Gave it no clearance, and huge opportunity for Diallo to get out of this game. Yeah, if you're Fils right now, you want to get into that forehand rally and try and rush the Diallo forehand. That's the side that Diallo is a little bit more tentative on right now and doesn't want to see the ball coming fast to that side right now. If he has time, he's doing just fine. It's the fast one there. Just feel like he's a little bit indecisive.
Diallo.
Nice to have that serve to fall back on right when you need it. Tough moment. Having to stay in set number 2 here, after Fils. 4-5. He's done a really good job today when he's come forward, Fils. 10 visits to the net. He's won 8 of those 10 points.
Yeah, Fils does a great job of recognizing the opportunity to come forward. He comes forward on all the right shots. And that's why I'm not knocking down his volleys. But he comes forward and he really takes charge and has the right balls to put away. He's not coming forward on the wrong shots where he may give Diallo a really good look at a passing shot. So that's also part of the reason why he's had so much success when he moves forward.
Yeah, just no hesitation, is there? Recognises that he hits a good approach and he's in.
Now, he wasn't even going to come forward on that initially, but he hits his back and watch this, redirects it, then sees that Diallo's on the full out stretch with the open racket face, and his speed is just so good in the anticipation there, and shows off the hands with that angle volley.
Well, he's not had too many service games like that today. After Fils holds to love in about 60 seconds.
5 games all. Second set.
Not only Sebastian Grosjean that Artur Fils has worked with in his very young career. So even Ljubicic actually did a little bit of work with the French Tennis Federation. That was last year, so nice to call on someone like Ljubicic. He's also done some work with Sergio Bulgaria as well. His dad there was his very first coach, the man that got Artur Fils into tennis. Coached him until he was about 12 years of age.
Good pickup there from Diallo. I love the serve and volley up 30 love. Taking the chance there, right? I don't see him making that play at 30 all in this game. But again, playing the score, smartly done there. And I think that was a great pickup of, even though Feast did have a look at a pass. A lot of times during this U.S. Open so far, Adam, we see a lot of players anticipating the ball going out, and they almost stop playing. I've seen it numerous times.
So guarantees himself a tie-break. Feast once again will have to try and hold serve. Well, Diallo can just get as aggressive as he wants here. He's got a bit of a free hit in this return game.
Last first service.
Been a good service game from Arthur Feast. Plenty of first serves made. He's been struggling with that first serve percentage throughout this set. Just 13 of 30.
Yeah, Feast has done a better job in this set serving when he's behind in games, not when he gets ahead.
So a tie-break required. Coming into this match, we would have been a little shocked if we didn't get a tie-break, the way that these two serve.
Tie-break.
This year in tie-breaks has won 6, lost 5. And Gabriel Diallo, across all levels, has won 19 and lost 10. So those are good numbers for the Canadian. In fact, he has won his last 8 tie-breaks.
Wow.
Diallo.
Don't tell him that now.
I know, right? Including one in the final round of qualifying here.
One, 0, finish.
after he gets up a break or a mini break piece, he just kind of plays a loose point. And Diallo didn't really do anything special at that point there. He just was making balls, putting them in play. And the forehand, to me, on the Diallo side right now is the one that in the big crucial moments could get away from him a little bit. And Fils hasn't taken notice of that just yet.
Two, one, finish.
That's what I'm saying, Adam. I feel like that's the side that Fils needs to pick on right now. It goes into the backhand to backhand. Diallo's backhand has looked solid throughout this entire match, and especially in these crucial, a little bit nervy moments.
It's just at tour level, by the way, those tie breaks. Just to clarify, that's why Diallo's numbers that I was saying earlier. Yeah, 19 and 10 this year, but that's across all levels, so challenges as well. That is huge. Biggest of the match so far, 136. It goes some to get up to what we saw Ben Shelton delivering yesterday. Finished his match with a 141-mile-an-hour race.
That's it.
Well, he got up to, what was it, 149 last year, I think?
That's unbelievable.
Misjudging it.
I thought he was in trouble here. He had a good drive, kept that low too. That was probably better than the forehand pass he would have hit. I feel like Diallo stopped playing after that last volley though and left the whole line open after right here. Or he just stayed home. Watch this. Didn't really make that recovery step.
Well, he's a proper showman, is Artur Fils. He would have absolutely loved that point, and sometimes it is just a point like that that completely change how you feel on a tennis court.
showman. How about this passing shot? Gets pulled all the way back and hits that cross-court angle.
Well, he's just been waiting to ignite this crowd, and that is exactly what he has done. Consecutive points to go 5-3 up.
Peace.
Well, that was a pretty special ending to that tie-break. And the 24 seed has levelled up this one out on Stadium 17. He takes it on the breaker.
Block.
Couple of beautiful strikes on the forehand to start this game off.
Yeah, look, the momentum's definitely on the Fee side right now, but I gotta say, for someone that's 6'8" like Diallo, sometimes I don't understand. I feel like he plays like he's 6 feet, right? He plays aggressive from the baseline, but he can go for so much more early on in the rallies. I know maybe sometimes he wants to get a feel and try and wait for the Fee's mistake if he's not, you know, confident or not feeling it at that moment, but there's been a lot of opportunities where I feel like he could be more aggressive from the back.
Yeah, it's a great game from Artifice, the ace, the big four. Yep.
The tough conditions like yesterday where we saw a lot of players dropping a little bit, and you can tell if you got into a deep match, it was a complete physical battle. If you're going to let Fees, you know, dictate points from the baseline and move you around, you're going to get in trouble if you're Diallo. And that should show a little bit of concern there for Marty Larondo.
Already the opening few minutes of this third set, just feel as though Artifice is a little more dialed in that forehand. Got a real spring in his step here to try and make a move straight away. Probably didn't want that second set to end, really, Feast, just in terms of the energy of the crowd. He felt incredible on the court as well, some of the points that he was putting together.
Yeah, that's big-time tennis there from Diallo. Big serve into the body, and then he rips the forehand, not letting Fils get settled whatsoever. He's got to do a little bit more of that. Easier said than done, but again, needs to be more aggressive and not just wait for Fils to make mistakes now, because he's a lot more dialed in than he was in that first set. Yeah, it's 2-second serve returns miss for Fils, but look, if Diallo really wants to make a push here, he's going to have to increase the first serve percentage. You can't give Fils that many looks at a second serve. And that was a great serve from Diallo as well. That approach shot got a little bit unlucky. It clipped the leg court to give Fils a little bit more time on this passing shot, but you made him come up with the goods. You tip your hat there. That's a good serve and a good approach shot. Maybe would have come into the backhand, but he's hit passing shots off both sides, so. That sounded off, though.
Yeah.
I don't think Fils connected with that. That was a little bit of a miss hit off the frame. Still almost dropped in.
It's another second serve return that he's unable to make. Gabriel Diallo play another ball there out to Fils. He'll be disappointed with how that game panned out in the end from love 30.
Third set.
I feel as though it won't be too much longer before Gabriel Diallo is a top 100 player for the first time. It's been higher than 129, down at 143 at the start of this week. Up at 116 in the live rankings right now is Diallo. And a win here, he would be very close to being a top 100 player.
All.
Yeah, those are the rallies that Diallo has been winning majority of the time. If he can get into the backhand to backhand, so solid off that side.
Well, he's just held from love 30 as Diallo. Now he's got Fils in a bit of trouble. Five breaks of serve in this match. How would you assess what we've seen for the last 2 hours, Jesse?
A little bit up and down from both players. I felt like the first set they were kind of trying to feel each other out, and Diallo got that one break, and then the second set they went back and forth, breaking each other multiple occasions in a row. And then the tiebreaker, Fils came up with some unbelievable points. I mean, the passing shots that he hit in that breaker were incredible, and then you felt like the momentum was completely on his side, but we're pretty even right now to start out this third set, and both players doing a good job of taking care of their service games.
That is super encouraging. Almost after every point, he's either clapping or he's up on his feet. Yeah, just floated a little. That backhand slice from Diallo, and Fils dealt with it. So.
Lock.
That's more what we saw from Diallo in that first set. Higher percentage first serve, getting at least 1 or 2 free points a game. And look, you're 6'8". You gotta get some free points on your serve. Can't rely on just the baseline game the whole time, even though he has been very solid.
Three in a row.
Yep. He hasn't had too many games where he's just kind of served through them in you know, I'd say 2 minutes or less. I mean, this is not going to happen every time, but you expect to have a couple of these a set.
Yeah, you kind of had a feeling that Fils was going to try and finish that point off in style.
Yeah,
you saw an incredible tweener from Artur Fils at the back end of that second set tiebreak.
2 games on.
Let's just talk about this drop shot here from Diallo. This was actually a very good shot, showed off his hands. But this volley here, he got to do a little bit more. He almost went like forward, hit like topspin on that volley. Gave Fils a look at the showman shot again. He could have easily hit a forehand, but down 40 love, he says, why not? I'm going to go for the showboat shot in front of the crowd, try and get them involved again.
It's kind of what you get from Fils. Just capable of, you know, when he finds a rhythm and he's feeling good on court, can just be almost unplayable, but then he can just throw in cheap errors like we've just seen there. As though his concentration kind of wanders throughout a match. Before he knows it, he's love 30 here.
That's too good. 129. Right in the corner on the line. That return there, Diallo had a good look on the backhand, just kind of guided it in there, letting Fils take advantage again and dictate the point. Got to be a little bit more aggressive on that. But well done there from Fils, take control of the point. He's really been moving the forehand around so well throughout the match. The backhand's let him down in the moments, but he's hit some amazing passing shots off both sides. Diallo taking a long look at that, thought maybe it was just a little long. It was close.
I've seen both players struggle at times behind that second serve return. Certainly off the backhand side, Fils has missed quite a few today. Is it harder watching or playing?
Watching for sure. You're not in control.
Deuce.
You got this, Diallo.
Goes at the same serve. Exactly the same one he dealt, but love 30 down in this game. So he comes through. Anything but easy. So this third set has basically started as the match has developed so far. It's been very fiercely contested. Neither player really has been able to really get a stranglehold on it. To Fils, time to wind up on that forehand. You are in big trouble.
That's the shot right there that Diallo got in trouble. The one that he tried to run around, hit a forehand, just left it sitting in the court. And then Fils just needs 2 shots to end that rally because he really takes control of it. Almost missed that one long. That was closer than he would have liked.
Last second service.
strongest point we've had all match.
That leg court a little bit threw off Fils on that, the timing. But that was a well-constructed point from both players. Doing a good job of staying in that rally. Good defense from Fils to kind of neutralize it. But then Diallo, once he gets those two sitting forehands, that's when he can really do some damage on that side. I do feel like the forehand is still the weapon for Diallo. I just feel like you could rush that side. That's the one he makes more errors on.
Pretty big serving again. I mean, he's averaging 121 miles an hour behind that first serve today. He's got up to 136. It's 135 of 46 points behind the first serve. Oh, we've seen Fils do that so often today. Second serve return off that backhand wing. Either missing it in the net or long. So Diallo holds comfortably.
3 games on.
So for Diallo, Jesse, to make the next step in his career and make it inside the world's top 100 and potentially the world's top 50, what areas of his game do you think needs to improve?
Well, I would say top priority be the net game, because I feel like he's got the pretty big serve. He needs to up the percentage on the serve, but if he can improve that net game, he's just going to impose himself that much more on players. He is aggressive from the baseline. He's very solid off both sides, but if he can learn to move forward and feel really comfortable with the volleys, he's going to be that much more dangerous. He's 6'8". He has a long wingspan. He's really tough to pass.
15 love.
Yeah, we haven't seen him serve volley too much today, have we?
He's done it a couple of times when he's been up 40-love in a game, so he's doing a good job of playing the score.
Yeah, just 7 of 18 points won at the net for Diallo today. Fils has been great when he's come forward. 12 of 14 points he's won. Feel as though he can just sit in that backcourt, cross-court backhand exchange all day, Diallo. It's very comfortable.
And that was some good change-ups too, showing off the slice backhand. Both players doing a good job mixing it up there. Little opportunity here, a little opening for Diallo.
15-13.
We were just talking about how solid the backhand is for Diallo. That was the first really loose air on that side in a while.
Very sensible just to let that ball bounce.
14-13.
It's a good first guess on this one right here. Diallo kind of got jammed into the body, but again, Fee's doing the smart play, letting that bounce, waiting to see which way his opponent's going to go, and then just rips it to the open court.
Returns we've seen all match.
See, Marty Larondo liked that one. Now I feel like the crowd's going the other way.
Thank you.
That's amazing. That's his first winner of this set for Diallo.
So high, that just went off the net. I'm telling you, these nets are strung so tight. That's much better hitting there from Diallo. Those are the balls that he can do on the forehand. He could be aggressive and put more behind it. Sometimes he just kind of rolls it in and then lets Fees kind of dictate it. He gets the shot, you got to take it. Especially against a top player like Fees, he's not going to give you too many opportunities.
So first break point for either player in this third set, and it goes to the Canadian. Chance.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of moving forward on it. That wasn't so easy. That was low and short, and the court didn't have a lot of room to get that ball to go up and down. And Diallo trying to go right at Fees to make him play that first one. Would have been a 1-2 pass. Smart play there. That's a loose error there from Fees because that ball was slow. It was deep in the court. Good return from Diallo to try and neutralize.
makes no mistake with the backhand pass. So Gabriel Diallo looking ultra positive with his coach on his feet. Now, Les Arthur is the chanter around Stadium 17 as they look to try and get Fils back in it.
I wonder if they know that Diallo speaks French too. 1 that he got, he just rolled it in. But when he got one inside the court and he stepped in, that's when he takes the initiative and followed it in. Can't wait for Fils to make mistakes after going up a break now. You got to keep your foot on the gas if you're Diallo.
Desperate to avoid what we saw from Arthur Fils in the second set, when twice he went up a break and then in the very next game he was broken back. Tough passing shot there from Fils, but again, Diallo picking that one off. That low approach really well. Not trying to do too much and making Fils come up with a tough pass. And again, that's what I mean. If you're 6'8" and you come forward, you're just imposing on your opponent. It's difficult to pass. It's not so easy. And you know he has that wingspan. So first break point in this set for Fils.
Light first service. Couldn't have asked for a better time to have an ace there, Diallo.
Right in the corner, 130 miles an hour. I mean, come on.
First ace of the set.
I bet you he'll take 2 more of those right now.
Time challenge, Diallo.
Massive ace out wide to save the break point. Massive ace down the tee to come through the game and back up the break.
Diallo leads by 5 games to 3, third set.
Try to give him a little bit of advice there.
Yeah.
Not sure if Gabriel heard it.
Great serve from Fils. If I'm Diallo in this game, I'm going to be really aggressive because you might as well take your chances, and you feel better if you go for your shots, then you still have that game to serve it out. If you play a little tentative, you can roll over into the next game where you have to serve for the set. So better to play freely this game and try and let loose a little bit and then serve it out if you don't win it. So to me, that's a tentative return there from Diallo.
30-15.
I haven't seen Fils serving volleying too much.
No.
Certainly what he was doing there. So Fils holds easily. Big fist pump over. So can he hold his nerve? Gabriel Diallo serving for a 2-1 lead. He has new balls as well to try and help him through the game.
Couldn't have asked for a better time to get the new balls as well, Adam. Going to help speed up the serve a little bit.
Dealt with the return magnificently well and then followed it up with an inside-in forehand again that was so deep.
Yeah, that inside-in forehand right there, that had some whip on it and some acceleration. And a lot of players' tendency when they get nervous is to slow down the racket speed. But that time Diallo really whipped through that, had some good racket speed behind that forehand. looking at the crowd on that one, has a big smile on his face, and he deserves it after that winner. No, Diallo is feeling it this game. Wants the crowd to get into it as well.
Oh, we saw the crowd at the end of the second set going nuts because of what Artefis was doing out there. Roles have reversed here. Very calm nod of the head from coach.
Approval on that one.
It's 3-set points. Well, the upset is very much alive because the qualifying Gabriel Diallo goes into a 2-1 lead over the 24-seed Artefis. What a way to close out the set as well. He takes it by 6-4. So 2 3/4 hours on the clock. He may need another couple of hours here, Artefis, if he's going to make it through to the third round. 2-1 behind.
Lat for service.
So Jesse, does he close this out?
Well, that's a tough call. Hey, look, if Diallo really believes that he is going to win this match and he can deal with the nerves, then yes, he does. I think at some point in this set, you're going to see a little bit of inexperience, and if he can get past that, then the floodgates will open. Because Fils is not going to just give it to him. I'll tell you that right now. He is experienced. He's been in these situations before.
13-15.
Still a long ways to go here, but obviously Diallo with the 2-1 lead. There will be a point in this set where if he gets over that moment, he will close it out.
Not twice before in Artefis' career has he come from 2-1 behind. Once was actually here 12 months ago against Talon Greek Sport, and also did so at Wimbledon earlier this year against Roman Safulin.
Lat, second service.
Fils off and running in the fourth. Big second half of the season coming up for Fils, not only here, but he's currently first in the race to Jeddah, the next gen. I don't know whether he'll play it, because he obviously played it 12 months ago. This year it's actually a lot closer to actually them heading to Australia. Basically the week before Christmas is the next gen finals this year. So I think a lot of players will probably choose to play the next gen and then I'd imagine just go straight down under to start the season. Lost in the final there last year, did Fils, to Hamed Medjedovic, the Serb.
15 all.
Adam, you were saying if I thought that Diallo would close this out, this is uncharted territory for him, obviously, being in the second round of a slam and now being 2 sets to 1 up. And I talk about that moment. There will be a moment in this set where he's going to have an opportunity to go up on fees and maybe even break him. And that'll be the moment. If he can get past that, it'll show a lot of maturity. Not taking any chances on that one. Diallo might have been going wide, but when you have an easy overhead like that, just take it and put it away. Good hold there from the Canadian.
I don't like talking too much about money, but $215,000 guaranteed to whoever wins this match. When you think that Gabriel Diallo this whole year has made $241,000. So you can basically equal that with 1 week's work. Choosing to serve volley. He's been very good when he's come forward today. That's only the 5th point that he's lost.
Yeah, but again, he's doing it at the right time. He's up 40 love. Playing the score, just trying to get a quick free point there.
So nicely dealt with from Artifice. Sebastian Grosjean.
little left court luck there from Diallo, sending the apology. That's the old sorry, I'm not sorry again. We've seen a couple of those this match, but good short slice here to almost bait Fees to come forward. Says, hey, I want you to come in so I can hit a passing shot, but obviously not planning on the left court.
Lost count how many second serve returns he's missed today.
Yeah. I mean, look, the Diallo second serve has a lot of action on it, and it gets high up on Feast, but he's standing so far back, you feel like he should be able to have time and the power to be able to put that back in play. He's missed a lot of those, and Diallo taking notice. That's a tough shot there. On the full out run, tried to hit a slow angle drop shot. Not easy shot there from Diallo. But again, I'm impressed with Diallo's movement. For a guy that's 6'8", he moves really well and plays good defense.
Okay, a little half chance for Feast here.
30 off.
Half chance, I like that one.
Not a full chance just yet.
This is where Diallo needs to really rely on the serve here. Needs a first serve. See if he takes a little bit off and uses that slider out wide if Feast is standing far back. If he's standing close to the baseline, Diallo's going to blast this one up the tee. Well, he's back. Let's see if he goes slider out wide.
He heard you, Jesse.
Yeah.
And another one.
40-30.
And I talk about some of those moments he's going to have to get through in this set, Adam. This is one of them, obviously. This isn't even nearly the biggest one that he'd have to get over the hurdle, but needs to hold here. Pretty stone cold, calm face there from Coach Marty Larondo, showing no concern. Don't want to relay those nerves. He's got a good poker face there, Coach.
Diallo to turn that point around, and how about that angled volley to finish it off?
How about the defensive lob to neutralize that point, because Feast was in total control of that point. And then he hits that lob to neutralize, and once Diallo got that forehand, notices the open racket face, and that was a great volley coming forward, angled that one off. Great job there, cutting the angle off. I know that he can possess a lot more pop on the forehand than the backhand side, but in this moment, he's beating Fils in the backhand to backhand rally.
He is.
So maybe not run around every single opportunity until you're really going to go for it, because then you can put that pressure on your opponent. That was just a change of direction on the forehand. If you're going to go for the forehand, let it go. Get even more aggressive with it if you're Diallo. Fils doing a good job putting everything in play right now. He knows that Diallo hasn't been in this situation before, so he knows some moments he's going to get a little bit nervy. You see Diallo peeking at Fils with his eye there, a little side eye action, seeing the frustration. Yeah, can feed off that. There's a good return there from Fils. High and deep in the court. Almost jammed Diallo there, trying to get around and hit a forehand again. Fils is doing a great job of staying in this game, not letting Diallo out. There's the slider out wide again.
Diallo.
Great time to throw in the serve volley. And as Jesse said, that is one big moment in this fourth set ticked off for Gabriel Diallo.
It's going to be about 3 more. There's one. That's smart play there from Diallo, recognizing how far back Fils is. And you can tell there, not completely comfortable with his volley. He almost put that volley really far in front of himself, but just had to block it back to the open court. Great job there from Diallo. Fils gonna keep the pressure on him now. Got to keep taking care of his serve.
15 more.
That serve well. 3 aces in the game here for Fils. Make it 4 aces. What a service game that was. Immediately under pressure in this game. He just had to come through a near 10-minute service game last time out, did the Canadian. Didn't actually have to face a break point, but Fils is definitely just beginning to probe. Got away with it slightly there, did Diallo.
That first forehand that he hit, thought maybe was going to go long. I think it froze Fils for a second, but then Diallo does a great job of coming in cross court and covering that line. He's had a couple nice volleys there in the last couple games, realizing that he may need to move forward more than he may be comfortable with, but again, putting the pressure and imposing himself on Fils.
Yeah, just 13 of 25 at the net in the match for Diallo, but as you can see there, he's been good in this set.
Yep. I actually thought that that approach shot might have been a tough one to come in on, but again, still following it in. He wants to hear it for the catch. Sign him up.
I can't believe he threw it back and didn't add it to his waistcoat.
You got to throw it back. It's like catching an away home run. You throw it back. Watch his catch. He catch one hand or two hand? Oh no, he didn't catch it.
It's a fumble.
Oh, he stopped it. Off the bounce.
Wow, what a serve.
14-15.
That had to be pretty close. You can hear the crowd's reaction to that. Yeah.
Yeah, much easier service hold this time for Gabriel Diallo. On we go, 3 games all.
3 games all.
Just waiting for a little dip in the level from Arthur Fils on his serve in this set, because the Frenchman's been very good so far. Hasn't missed too many first serves, hasn't dropped too many points really.
Long 15.
Winner of this one, remember, to take on the winner of the match between Max Purcell and Tommy Paul. And looks as though Tommy Paul's just about to go 2 sets to love up on Purcell.
Yeah,
I'll be frustrated to miss that. Diallo got into the rally. That's Fils off the hook, having won that opening point as well.
So good. Love the aggressive return, then the slice to get Fils out of position and sees the open court on the back end. Aggressive back end down the line. Really smart stuff there from Diallo, showing that he can implement that slice, the changeup, and the flat backhand. Really good backhand. Technique on the backhand, very sound. Super smooth.
Just let that one go.
That's really impressive. Aggressive tennis there from Diallo. And Fils fighting off that return that was deep down the middle. Thought that he hit it decent for and just left it sitting a little bit for Diallo, and he just pulls the trigger down the line.
So 2 break points. That has been his go-to serve. Certainly when he's been under pressure, Fils. That flat one up the middle on the juice court. It's long, and Gabriel Diallo is the first to break in this 4th set. And the young Canadian is just 2 games away from the... Just a joke of a forehand from Gabriel Diallo. What a return, Fils hit.
He dealt with that so well, and then follows in the next one. I think he's realizing if he imposes himself in the net that he's going to have success, but sees that Fils is on the full-out scramble there with the open racket face. You've got to follow that in. He does just that. Great finish at the net for Diallo there. Again,
yeah, how many second serve returns off his backhand as he hit into the net today? And that is why he is just glaring at Sébastien Grosjean. Dad realizing that time is beginning to run out.
That's another great serve from Diallo, and this is exactly what you want when you're trying to close out a match here. You want those free points on your serve, especially if you're a little bit nervy right now, and he's focused right now in the present. Can't be getting ahead of yourself at all. Been impressed with the way Diallo has handled this 4th set so far.
Light for service.
Oh, wow. Out, yeah, I heard the out call.
Was out here.
Yeah.
40-30.
This game has suddenly just got a little more interesting, and it looked like it was going to be at 40 love.
There's Aryna, please. Thank you.
Yeah, very important to find the first serve there. And he moves to within a game of round 3.
New balls, he's going to get the new fresh racket now, Diallo. Wants to get that little bit more control when the new balls come out. And remember, Adam, we were talking in that last set, this is a crucial game for Diallo. Obviously, now's the time that he wants to be really aggressive, because if he does have to serve out the match here, he wants to be free and feel good about it and not hold that tension inside. If you play a tentative game here just trying to make balls, that's going to carry over to the game where you have to try and serve it out. So look for him to be aggressive in this game, see if he can hit out some nerves. But he hasn't showed any yet. Again, super impressed with the way he's been handling this.
Even got the round of applause from Diallo.
Yeah, look, and if you're Fees here, you got to do everything you can to hold serve here, because you know your opponent hasn't been in this situation ever before, and you got to try and make him serve it out. Wow.
My goodness. Well, it's like he's playing an exhibition rather than starting to stay in the US Open.
He's got the crowd on their feet for sure, Feast.
30 love.
That one I felt like Diallo should have hit, but he was trying to get it over his head. He didn't have the right grip, so I think that was just a reaction.
What about the first volley that Feast hit off the return? This is just the game that Feast wants. Yeah, quick hold to love. Good positive body language from Artur Feast. Grosjean on slam for the very first time.
Land. Third service.
Just love the way he's played that opening point.
How good is that serve to start out this game here to try and serve out the match? These are the moments, Adam, that as a kid you dream of. And you're in that situation now, and if you're Diallo trying to serve it out, night match at the US Open, full house on Stadium 17, you take 1 point at a time. This is where dreams are made right here.
Just went all out on that follow-up forehand as well.
Those are exactly what you want right now. You want those free points. He's got coach up on his feet after each point right now. Looks pretty calm, but I tell you what, he's not inside right now, but he's doing a great job of masking that. I got to tell you, Adam, it's almost, I know Diallo is a big guy and he's 6'8", but you're witnessing a boy become a man right now. This is a massive moment in Diallo's career. And he's handled it with absolute grit.
Yep. What did his coach say to you earlier? He is a tough cookie.
Yeah.
Showing it right now. 3 match points.
Watch the emotion from Diallo if he can finish it here. The heart rate jumped up there, a couple beats per minute there. It's going to reset.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, it's the biggest moment of young Gabriel Diallo's career so far. He is into the 3rd round of a Grand Slam for the very first time. And he does so by beating the incredibly talented Frenchman, Arthur Fils. Incredible scenes in his camp. And it's not going to get any easier because it's Tommy Paul.